Hey everyone, I was about to make a guitar video when I was tuning my guitar and snapped the E string. So I started putting some new strings and then I thought, well, I'm not going to get around to the song I was going to do, but I can show you how to change the strings on your guitar, which is a useful skill to have. So say you got an old guitar lying around and it's got old rusty strings on it. It's really good to put a fresh set on. I was definitely overdue for a new set of strings. So here we go. As you can see, I've already got 3 strings removed here. Cloth just to wipe it down, and then you gotta have your new strings. I like to use a medium. An acoustic guitar. If you have an electric guitar, you might want to use something like a light. You can see I've already removed the bottom 3 strings. I want to leave some tension on the guitar. Some people do only 1 string at a time, but I am going to take one more off just so you can see how I did that. What you want to do is you want to loosen the string, so when you play it, it should get lower. Right here, that's getting lower. I know I'm going in the right direction. There is a tool you can get that's like a crank from like a guitar store. So if you're stuck at home and you got some Lego, my son and I just made a little crank. So you just go like that. Right? Again, you want to make sure you're going down. Like that. Ooh. Just make it go a little faster. Yeah, that's plenty loose now. Probably can even get it off of there. And what you're going to do on an acoustic guitar is you want to pull these pins out. The store-bought cranks you get often have a little thing for popping these out. I don't have the store-bought one, so I'm just going to use a pair of pliers. Some of these are a little tricky. Pull the pin out, and then once that is loose, comes out, then you can just take it out, and there you go. Now I got my pack of strings. These ones all came loose. You can see I have 2 silver colored strings here. Like lots of brands, including this one, will give you like a color code, right? So the first is silver, the first E string is silver, second string is purple. So you can tell it that way. I do have a trick though. Okay, if you don't have color-coded strings, or somehow you've mixed them up, or you've lost the package, and you're wondering which one is the high E and which one is the B, here's a little trick. You can just squeeze them like that, and the E string is going to be much easier to press because it's thinner, right? So if you can't visually see it, you can use the squeeze test. So I want to use the E. The first thing you want to do is to put this part back into the hole and put the pin in. You see there's a groove in it. You want that to match up. Right? And then you want to give it a little bit of tug while you press down. And it works especially well when there's tension on the string. So we have to come around to the other side. I'm going to get the string back through that hole. Well, it's a bit like threading a needle. Okay, now I got it through. You want a couple of wraps around here, but you don't need a crazy amount, but you don't just want one. Right? So I tend to just like a couple fingers up. You always want to go from the inside to the outside. So they're wrapped this way on this side. Then you can see they're wrapped this way on the other side. So when we're turning it, we should see that it's coming over the top and around that way. It's even better if you have a handy crank, homemade or otherwise. Keep going. And as I feel it, my fingers are going to run out of space here. I just slowly release my fingers. Now, as you're tightening, the pin might want to pop out. You see, it's kind of, you gotta keep checking on that pin and making sure it's not coming back up. Right? It should be down. I like to pluck it to here. You can just snip. Some people wrap it around in loops if they don't have a wire cutter. I like to get rid of those little ends, though they are sharp. Okay, there you go. You're good. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other strings. Okay, now I'm going to take the last 2 low strings off and switch those, and then tune the whole thing up. Okay, once you get it all tuned up, you'll notice you get usually a much nice, brighter sound with brand new strings on, which is really nice. What's going to happen though is your strings are going to go out of tune really quickly because they're still stretching. So you can help that along once you get it there just by pulling up on the strings like that. A little stretch. So you just tune it all back up again and keep doing that. Just give stretch, give them a stretch, tune them up. And before you know it, you're ready to go. All right.